6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Supreme Court has directed to hold elections of Punjab Assembly on 14th of next month. Prime Minister has directed to install automatic track and trace system in cigarette industry to stop tax evasion. Pakistan and China have agreed to further enhance cooperation under a China-Pakistan economic corridor. State Bank of Pakistan has increased the policy rate by 100 basis points, bringing it to 21%. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the international community to impress upon India to pave way for settlement of Kashmir dispute. In India, at least 7 people were killed when an avalanche hit a convoy of tourists in Sikkim state today. And now the news in detail. The Supreme Court has declared null and void the Election Commission of Pakistan's 22nd March decision of postponing the elections in Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. A 3-member bench comprising Chief Justice Umar Ata Bandial, Justice Munib Akhtar and Justice Ijazul Hassan declared the ECP's decision to hold polls on October 8 as unconstitutional. The short order read out by the Chief Justice of Pakistan said that neither the Constitution nor the law empowers the Commission to extend the date of elections beyond 90 days period as provided in Article 224(2) of the Constitution. According to the judgment, polling for the Punjab Assembly's election will now be held on 14th May. The 10th of April has now been set as the last date for the filing of appeals against decisions of the returning officer rejecting or accepting the nomination papers. Last date for withdrawal of candidature and publication of revised list of candidates will be 19th April, while election symbols to the contesting candidates will be issued on 20th April. The court asked the federal government to provide 21 billion rupees to the Election Commission for the elections. The Apex Court said that the caretaker government must provide a plan ensuring sufficient personnel for election duty and security purpose for the holding of the elections. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has directed the authorities concerned to take immediate measures to stop tax evasion in the cigarette industry. Chairing a review meeting in Islamabad today, the Prime Minister directed to install automatic track and trace system within 2 weeks in all cigarette factories across the country. The Prime Minister directed that law enforcement agencies should cooperate with the FBR to prevent smuggling and illegal import of cigarettes. He said installation of automatic track and trace system should also be ensured in all major sectors of the country. The Prime Minister sought an inquiry report about the elements involved in creating obstacles in the installation of automatic track and trace system at sugar mills. Under the Prime Minister's Kisan package, the provision of loans for the purchase of agriculture machinery has been started. Under this scheme, agriculture investors will be able to get loan up to 30 million rupees for agriculture machinery up to 7 years at 7% markup. Interested people can visit www.pyp.gov.pk/bankform/MRSSFM for registration. The Senate, which resumed its session at the Parliament House in Islamabad today with Chairman Sadiq Sanjarani in the chair, was informed that gas supply situation for the consumers is better this year as compared to previous years. Speaking in the House during question hour, Minister of State for Law Shahadat Awan said it is because of the timely steps taken by the government. The Minister of State said the prices of gas are determined by Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority. Pakistan and China have agreed to further enhance cooperation under a China-Pakistan economic corridor. The commitment to this effect was expressed by the Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal and Chinese Vice Foreign Minister Sun Weidong during their meeting in Beijing today. The two sides reviewed the entire gamut of bilateral relations, including cooperation in trade and economic sectors, cultural exchanges, and people-to-people ties, and reaffirmed their resolve to strengthen cooperation on multilateral fora. Noting the completion of 1 decade of Belt and Road Initiative and CPAC in July this year, the minister expressed the government's resolve to mark this milestone in a befitting manner. The progress on various CPAC projects was reviewed, many of which would be completed this year. The two sides agreed to make CPAC the best example of high-quality development under BRI and exchange views on expansion of CPAC to third countries. The Monetary Policy of Committee of State Bank of Pakistan has decided to increase the policy rate by 100 basis points, bringing it to 21%. At its meeting today, the Monetary Policy Committee noted that inflation in March this year rose further to 35.4% and is expected to remain high in the near term. However, there are early indications of inflation expectations plateauing, albeit at an elevated level. The committee noted the significant progress has been made towards completion of ninth review under IMF's EFF program. This is Radio Pakistan. The 44th martyrdom anniversary of former Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto is being observed today. Special prayer ceremonies will be held in all cities and towns for founding leader of Pakistan People's Party. In his message on the occasion, Chairman Pakistan People's Party and Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said the former Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto laid the foundation of a new era in Pakistan's political arena. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference Chairman Masarrat Alam Bhatt has said that the fascist Indian government's hegemonic designs and its belligerent policies pose a serious threat to regional and global peace. According to Kashmir Media Service, Masarrat Alam Bhatt, in a message from New Delhi's Tihar jail, urged the international community to stop present-day India under Narendra Modi from treading the path of Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler and to impress upon New Delhi to pave the way for settlement of Kashmir dispute. The New Delhi-controlled notorious state investigation agency, along with personnel of Indian paramilitary Central Reserve Police Force and police, raided several areas across Kashmir Valley. The raids were carried out at 6 locations, including residences of 2 illegally detained Hurriyat leader Bilal Siddiqui and Maulvi Bashir Ahmed. Meanwhile, the Congress held forceful protest demonstrations and rallies in many areas of Jammu region against the undemocratic policies of the Modi regime in India and occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In India, at least 7 people were killed when an avalanche hit a convoy of tourists in Sikkim state today. According to Indian Army, 5 to 6 vehicles were carrying up to 30 tourists on the way to a mountain pass between Sikkim and the Chinese region of Tibet. Rescue officials earlier said they feared at least 70 people were under the snow. In Syria, at least 2 people have been killed in Israeli missile strike which hit capital Damascus. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights War Monitor said that it has been the 4th Israeli attack since Thursday and the 10th since the beginning of 2023. Finland is all set to become a member of NATO today after policy shift of the country from non-alignment. The military alliance will welcome Finland at its 31st member in a flag-raising ceremony at NATO headquarters near Brussels in Belgium. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg told reporters that it will be a good day for Finland's security and for NATO as a whole. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind and thunderstorm is likely at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir and adjoining areas. And now the headlines once again. Supreme Court has directed to hold elections of Punjab Assembly on 14th of next month. Prime Minister has directed to install automatic track and trace system in cigarette industry to stop tax evasion. Pakistan and China have agreed to further enhance cooperation under China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.